Hi consumers, or what we say, the investors in diamonds. Are you looking to invest in diamond? Then you better watch this video. Now this gives the complete guideline to how to invest in solitaire diamonds. Now when we say investment quality or a size diamonds, we are talking about higher grade diamonds and bigger sizes, in the sense at least 50 cents and above, or solitaire, that is 1 carat and above. So the question is, what should you look for in a diamond when you are making a big investment in diamonds? Now first thing that I want to make clear, that there's nothing called cheap diamonds, or there's nothing called diamonds which are at the rate below the market rate. Means what? If somebody is trying to tell you that I can get you diamonds which are less than market price, maybe 10% less or 20% less than market price, ignore him completely. The reasons could be many, that whatever this person is saying, it could be the old stock which is not able to sell for whatever reason. It could have some defects in the diamond which you are not able to read it on the certificate. Or say for example, somebody is getting you the jewelry which is saying that it is much cheaper than the market rate. It means probably the seller is not able to sell that jewelry for quite some time now, and he somehow wants to get rid of it. Probably the designs are not today working in the market. So why should you invest in such kind of a jewelry which is outdated? So that is why, if somebody is luring you and telling you that I can get you the diamonds cheap, it is not possible. So much profit is not there in the diamond market. It could be possible that those diamonds could be out of theft, and the police might reach your place searching for those diamonds. So that is why never get lured with the word cheap or less than the market price in this field. So that is why you should need a right supplier of diamonds. It could be a jeweler, it could be a diamond trader himself. Now the question is, today in this world of e-sale, well, a lot of diamond traders directly they have put their stocks on for the sale on their website. So you can visit directly their websites and select whatever you want. So you can, that way you can avoid a broker in between also. So you are saving on that 1% or whatever. The question is, you need somebody who can approve those diamonds. In the sense, you need a diamond expert who can, whatever selection you have done, he can get you the best of that selection. And these are the people like us who are diamond consultants. We can either come with you to your source of diamond, or you can bring the diamonds to us and we can select them for you, because we have nothing to lose. We can only charge our fees and we can select the best out of the lot what you have brought. So we are neither on a consumer side nor we are on a trader's side. So the best person who can select the diamonds for you, the best quality diamonds in whatever lot you have selected or whatever lot your trader has to offer, would be a consultant gemologist who has a very good knowledge and experience in diamond. Now the question is, what are you going to look for in a diamond first? Now the very fact it's a diamond, what you are looking for, first thing you can looking for in the diamond is the brilliancy of the diamond. So when you look at the diamond, when you take the diamonds in your palm, in your hand, or right in between your fingers, first thing you should look for is whether the diamonds are shining enough. Are they appealing to you? If they are not shining enough, of course, clean them first before seeing them. If they are not appealing you at all with their luster, brilliancy, scintillation, fire, etc., then there is no question of selecting that diamond. The question is why it is not looking so shiny, or why that luster is dropping in that particular diamond. The reason is we are looking at the cut and the polish of the diamond. Now the cut includes the proportions, polish and symmetry. Unless all three of them are in the best category or an excellent category, the diamond will not give that brilliancy at all. So that is why the first thing you have to look for is whether the proportions of the diamonds are ideal or close to ideal. Number two, what you are going to look for is a surface polish, because the luster, the surface luster of the diamond will come from the reflection from the surface as well as from the reflection within the diamonds. At the same time, then comes a brilliancy, or then comes what is called fire in a diamond or dispersion in a diamond, which generally is seen from the crown area. That is the rainbow effect that a diamond can have. So together it gives a brilliancy, and that will come to the best only and only if the proportions, the polish of the surface, the facets, as well as the symmetry of the facets is perfect. See, you may have a proper proportions, you may have a very good polish, but if the facets are not given a symmetry, that means, say for example, your crown facets are not perfectly matching with the pavilion facets, that means top facets are not perfectly matching with the crown facets, again there is going to be a leakage of light. Or it could be a off-centering of the table, it could be a roundness problem, it could be a open facets, that means facets are not meeting the way they are supposed to meet. There can be various symmetry problems that only a consultant like us can look into the diamond under 10x magnification, and that is the reason why you need a proper advisor to make sure that you are buying the right solitaires. Now, there is one more thing that we need to check, that is whatever written on the certificate or whatever written on the report of the diamond, is it perfectly matching with the diamond? And so many times we have realized that there could be a little here and there, like many times in a symmetry we have seen it is given excellent, but consultant like us immediately find if there is any small defect in a symmetry. Or sometimes even with a triple X cut, we can detect, yes, there is a loss of light or loss of light returns through table or through crown, or maybe from both areas of diamond for whatever reason. So all this only a consultant can identify. So many times a trader or a jeweler is not able to realize these things. So we may have to use some basic instruments also to identify those factors. At the same time, after seeing the cut, if you are okay with the cut, then you have to look for a color and clarity. Now, as far as India is concerned, or even abroad, the investment quality is always a good clarity and good color. When I say good clarity, I mean something like a clean or a VVS, at the most VS1. And what about color? Color, I would say you should go for not a very high color, like D is the best color they say. I would rather say that if you want to invest in a diamond, don't go for that very high color like a D color. Go for something like F, G or I, which are F, G, H, I, which are supposed to be the running colors in the market. Now I'll come to that why I'm suggesting that. First, talk about the clarity. Now in clarity, if you see in a GI grade, they have flawless and internally flawless. Now I would suggest don't go for flawless. You can go for IF category or VVS category. In fact, VVS is the best, I would suggest, because VVS is something a layman can never see anything inside, and even for a trader it is practically impossible to look for where is that tiny pinpoint inclusion. So it is practically a clean stone as far as the consumer is concerned. So you can, the best grade you can go for is VVS1 or a VVS2, which are as good as practically clean. So why I am saying VVS? Because what happens, the price difference on what we call the Rappaport price list. Rappaport price list is an international price list in dollars for diamonds, the cut and polished diamond. The price for IF and price for VVS1 and VVS2, there is a major difference. And what happens when you go to sell back the stone again, maybe after 10 years, 15 years, so nobody wants to pay you for that IF price. They want to see whether they can purchase it at a VVS price. So there, when you go to sell that particular diamonds, there may not be a buyer for it, or there may not be an immediate buyer for it. You may have to give a waiting period of quite some time, or probably you may have to dispose it at the price of maybe VVS1 or VVS2. Because ultimately, whoever is going to buy those diamonds, they also has to make the profit ultimately. They are not going to keep it at home, they are going to sell it. So they also need at least 5 to 10% profit. So that is the reason. Don't really go for a IF category, go for VVS1 or VVS2. So where there is always a demand in the market for VVS1 and VVS2, especially in the consumer market and especially in India. Similarly, as far as color is concerned, as I said, don't again go for a D color, go for common white colors like F color, G color, H color, at the most I, let's say. Why? The reason is their prices are relatively reasonable compared to D and E color. The D is like a DIF, and if you compare the price of a DIF or D flawless and compare it with say F VVS1 or VVS2, you will find there's almost double the price difference. The question is, how many peoples or how many consumers are there who would like to spend that double price for your DIF or D flawless category? So that is the reason. As you go for exceptional categories, there are lesser and lesser buyers. And that is the reason it is better to be in a quality which always has a demand in whichever country you are in. So that is the perfect range of color and clarity for the consumers in those particular countries. As far as India is concerned, I have already spoken that these could be the best color and clarity range. So we have already spoken about the clarity, color, carat, that is the size, and of course there is one more factor that you should look for, that is the fluorescence, and that we will discuss next time. Thank you very much.